I thought it would be fun to make one of these tensegrity structures. I think I'm pronouncing it right. And you can see I have two equilateral triangles and I have strings, vertical strings, and they are holding up the top triangle because of the tension in these center pieces of wood right here. So I can even take something that has some weight to it and set it on here and it still supports that. Pretty cool. You might want to try making one of these. If you'd like to, follow me along in these directions. I ripped down some pieces of oak and I've got them down to 3/4 of an inch wide and 1/4 of an inch thick. What I'm planning to do is cut these at 6-inch lengths, and with my miter saw put a 30-degree angle on each side because I want to eventually make two equilateral triangles. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, here I go with my miter saw. I come down with a 30-degree cut, and then after I've gone through, I take the wood, watch this, and I flip it over and hit my stop. Flip it over, hit my stop, and then you'll get the correct angles going in the right direction. After cutting these end pieces to 6-inch lengths with that 30-degree angle on the end, I just took some woodworker glue and painted it on the ends and pushed them together, and because I didn't dowel them or do anything like that, I put a little piece of walnut here overlapping the butt joint and gluing it down to make this nice and strong. Then I drilled 1/8 inch holes on the corners on the top and bottom, and that's where the strings will go. And finally, if you look right here, there's a little hole, and that's a 1/8 inch hole, 1/16, excuse me, and it fits one of these nails. And I took these and I'm planning to put a nail here and glue that nail with epoxy like that. And then coming from the top, I'm going to have a second piece coming down like this, and those two pieces are going to have string between them and make the tension that goes between them. Now these 1/8 inch holes are there to accept a 1/8 inch dowel really tightly like this, and the idea is you put your string through the holes, and after you get your string in the hole and you push it all the way through, then you put that dowel in there. It's going to be a little harder to push it through, but once you get it in there, then you can take and you can put a little super glue in there. It'll soak in and it'll glue the string in there nice and tight. That keeps you from having to tie a knot at every corner. I really don't know how tall to make this, so what I'm going to use to determine it is I have this piece going up like that, and I don't want it obviously to go through there. I need it to be a little higher, so it looks like about 6-inch long strings will do the job for me. So I'm going to take this length of string and I'm going to cut 3 of them at 6 inches to get my vertical strings. I'm going to take this string, I'm going to put it through the hole. I'm going to have it come out the other side about the same as the other one I've just done. And then I'm going to take a tiny little piece of this 1/8 inch dowel, place it in the hole, and take a hammer and just tap that in. And that will hold it nice and tight until I put some super glue in there, and that's permanent. So now I put a string through, and what I'm going to try and do is make the length of the next string the length that will make my little bubble level up above level out. So get that leveled. What I can do is take the string now, have it come up through here, and I have these little tiny pegs that 1/8 inch dowels, and I'll put it in the hole. That'll lock the string in, and when it locks it into place later on, I'll have that super glue. So now I'm going to take and put a little bit of super glue at all these points where the string and the dowel come together. Here we are, we're all done, and you can see that equilateral triangle is floating like it's in midair, and all from the tension on the 3 outer strings, and especially the tension in that center string. You can make coffee tables out of these, or you can go as small as popsicle sticks. Have a good time. Thank you.